Rail is right out with a cutaway. Field standing. Gates are back, they're racing. Zentaro missed it slightly, so did New Target, the first to go from wide out. Solar Chant chomping at the bit, and also the heavily back Brazen Butcher showing good speed, but about to hand over to chomping at the bit. So on the outside of those, it'll be forced to work up there. Solar Chant to take second now. Brazen Butcher is third. Then came Pygmalion. A length and a half. New Targets picked up ground on the inside of Elite Both. Zentaro further back with My Riches, Specky Kaseki. It's scouting deeper outside of that pair, and last of all as they come towards the home turn, She's Devel at the 400 metre mark and chomping at the bit, the narrow leader. Over on the outside, Solar Chant goes up there, just seemed to wobble off slightly at the top of the straight. Pygmalion comes to the outside, and now the well-tried Brazen Butcher shooting through as Elite Bow lets down 5 across the track. At the 100, Elite Bow goes up to Pygmalion, grabs the lead. Elite Bow gets about a neck to Pygmalion, and Elite Bow wins it. Elite Bow beat home Pygmalion. Third home is Solar Chant, and right behind those, chomping at the bit also with Brazen Butchers in Taraji. They're queuing up behind them with My Riches, New Target also. Further back behind those then is She's Devel, and Specky Kaseki trails them home, the last to greet the judge. Swooped hard out near the middle of the track did the newcomer Elite Bow. High priced colt as a yearling through the sales. Son of Brazen Bow here. The half, of course, to this season's Lustia Classics winning filly in Cashel Palace. And Pike Let Go in the China Horse Club red and gold silks, and has charged home in what has been a very impressive debut. Beat Pygmalion 2 seconds now from as many runs. Third goes the way of Solar Chant, just had to do a little too much work from chomping at the bit, and gee, the one they back, Brazen Butcher, found the cutaway but wasn't able to capitalise upon it late in the race there, and was out sprinted by those, particularly the winner out in the middle. So Elite Bow for Grant Williams, the China Horse Club, along with Finmat Racing and BJ Greenwood, Madams Harvey Martin, Robinson, Sims Wilson, Yarradale, as well as the Yellow Army Racing, and also Emma Zett and Dave Smith. Ali Smith there, good to see him with the winner from out there at Glenroy Chaff. Willie Pike in the saddle, gets off to a flyer for Grant and Delana Williams with Elite Bow, who got the blows in the market. It's $2.30 to $2.80. Second placing going the way of Pygmalion by Machino, trained by Lulu Ciani, ridden by Jason Whiting, $5 SP, and third Solar Chant by Earthlight, Ryan Hill, Brad Parnham, and $8.50. So 5.29, 4 3/4 and a length and a half are the margins, and 58.69 being the time, 34.61. 5 across the track with about 120 to go. But you could see the momentum that Elite Bow was building in that last part of the race, just edging its way clear of Pygmalion, producing another good performance. Now the next event on the card, the running of race 2, the MCA Polytrack Handicap over 1200, 6 Jazz-a-Lot is the scratching. They'll go at 144. Terrific way to kick off its career. $375,000 in the sale ring, with a pedigree here behind this colt by Brazen Bow. Elite Bow gets the job done. First up, Lockie's downstairs, and he's with Puffer Williams.
Thanks, Darren. Great start to the day for Elite Bow and Grant Alana Williams. What an impressive performance it was. Grant, when you fetch $375,000 out of the bank to purchase a horse at the yearling sales and you bring them to the races on debut, what is the feeling when you're driving him up from your Carnup stables here to Ascot?
Yeah, a little bit of nerves, obviously, Locke, but what does give us a lot of confidence is obviously he's a lovely colt. He's very smart. Like today, this is his second outing. He's had one lifetime trial and he led up. Sort of wasn't that happy that he led up because we really didn't learn anything, but he's a quick learner. He looked like it'd be interesting to see what Pikey says now, just on, you know, what he felt like underneath him, but I think he'll improve a lot from that. Hopefully he pulls up all good, because that'll be the going forward, he'll have to pull up really good for us to sort of keep pushing on, but it would be great if we could.
Well, let's go there. Where to next for a horse like him? Does he have another run, perhaps in a race like a Perth Stakes en route to a Karrakatta?
And I was going to ask you, like that's what you told me in the first stakes. Yeah, look, we'll see how he goes when he gets home, but that's a likely program for him. But yeah, it's all one day at a time with 2-year-olds. Obviously, it's a little bit early for our stable to have these kind of horses, but he's a quality colt, and yeah, well, hopefully we can do the right thing by him and we can head that way.
How have you enjoyed training a horse like this? When did you and Alana identify that he could be one that gets up and going early?
Little bit of pressure from a couple of the owners, obviously, because he's a colt, and obviously Mike Smith and China Horse Club, they're involved. They've got Yarradale and a lot of these our owners, you know. So obviously you outlay a lot of money, so hopefully the earlier we can get him going for him, the better. But like I keep stipulating, he has to pull up really good for us to push on. What they see now, what he's doing, I'm sure he'll be able to do that really nice as a 3- and 4-year-old as well.
A nice start to the day, well done.
Thank you.
There's Grant Williams after the win of Brazen Beau. Willie Pike is just catching up with a few very, very happy connections, but here he is catching up with Scotty.
Exactly right, Locke. We'll just let him have a little debrief here with the ownership group. We're all very excited. They were all here nice and early in the mounting yard before Willie even arrived. So they've been patiently waiting for this day, and it's come. And he's a 2-year-old colt who's won on debut. Those numbers are 5, 2, 9 and 4. He got all the way out to $2.90 in the end, which, as we said in our preview, did look like quite an attractive price with all the money that came for Trevor Andrews' galloper. But Pygmalion, it was very, very good in defeat into second. 2 runs now for him, 2 very honest efforts. Back in third was the filly of Ryan Hills. He said each way. She ran top 3. Willie Pike joins us now for a very quick word. Willie, how did he handle the experience on debut?
Yeah, not too bad. He was getting pretty hot, and I was a little concerned, but I don't know, after the race I'm less concerned now.
Comes very quickly for them. He goes to the trials once, he leads that trial today, he's into a race, he's off the speed. It's a quick learning curve.
It is. I think in the trial it was quite unusual for him to be in front of he just was well educated as far as the barriers go and just found himself there, so I think that's a bit more his normal pattern. Very raw, hasn't got a clue what he's doing out there, but obviously got the natural ability to still get the job done.
Grant here is a 2-year-old trainer now.
Isn't he? Yeah.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thanks. Cool.
There's Willie Pike. He combines with Grant Alana Williams and Elite Beau. A very expensive yearling, $375,000 at the recent Perth Magic Million sale only 12 to 14 months ago. But he makes it a winning debut en route to a Caracarata Stakes, an exciting horse to follow moving forward.